I didn't want to stop you guys' conversation. You could have finished that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good, you know. I'm resilient.
I'm resilient. I guess we will go to the starting.
There it is.
If we're not going to finish talking chicken strips.
We moved to burgers very subtly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we want Whataburger.
And fries. Bubba, you're like, you couldn't keep up.
I'm behind.
We're on the location reveal of Whataburger.
Yeah, the location.
I just haven't tried any of these places. Like, I haven't been to any of these places.
Where do
talking
you eat your food at, man?
No, I don't eat McDonald's now.
Man.
I don't know. I eat the same. I guess I eat the same places all the time. You know what I do try a lot? I try food trucks out a lot.
Food truck.
I help local vendors.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's righteous.
1
calorie at a time.
I haven't tried the plate folks out yet though.
What plate, folks?
People who sell plates out of the house.
Oh, out of the house.
I haven't tried that yet. I feel like that's a little dangerous.
That could get sketchy.
Yeah.
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 We'll give you a plate, but we're charging you a booty hole.
Not charged.
What about you, Ash? You buying plates out of people's houses yet? I mean,
I don't even eat at people's food. Like I don't eat people's food at their house unless I'm.
some people can really cook. So
A lot of people got some strong emotions about eating people's food out their house.
Yeah, they probably been through some stuff. They've been traumatized. Like they run over somebody's house that they've ate from before, and they see a cat on the counter.
Cat or like a ferret.
And then you're like, yo, this cat's been doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Now you start having like flashbacks to all those plates you had before, and you're a damaged soul at that point.
Listen, man, I hit a bitch one time, man, the baby was bouncing all over the bed.
Cut through the texture of pasta, I stretch to the father. My demons can't be stressing my daughter. Sweat Benihana, know it's a rap. Wet enchilada.
Deion Sanders is the greatest football player arguably to ever live. Ed Reed, the greatest safety arguably to ever live in the entire universe. All right? Why y'all not going on live? Miami been trashed for fucking how long now? God damn.
I like you got on some skates. I like you got on some skates. I like you got on some skates. I want somebody in the event, something like, say like, I love oxtail. If I can eat some that tastes like oxtails while I'm down there, just for that moment.
He's on my back. You know what I mean? And, you know, I think, you know, I feel like his thing is like on my neck.
I've had two guys.
Same time?
No, I'm not that girl.
Man.
The best
Appreciate
motherfucking podcast in Orlando, Florida.
You already know.
We
the
appreciate
Sunshine
it.
State, man.
Welcome back. You're back on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. Don't forget we're available on all, and I do mean all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right, we got Sid back in, friend of the show. Yeah.
She's like perfectly outlined by the plant behind her.
And we're going to be talking about, of course, all the trending topics in sports, music, and entertainment. We got some NBA MVP talk. We got some boxing talk with Floyd Mayweather losing his mind. We have
some threesome
talk. We got a college sprinter. News came in. I just caught the news late today. She's like, yeah, she's in big trouble. We'll talk about that soon here.
Ooh, nice.
All of that good stuff, man.
I'm here for big trouble.
Yeah.
And threesomes. When is that never not trending?
What, threesomes?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, true. That'll be a good topic. I got that for later on.
All right.
Two things on my
Can
mind.
you hold out, Sid?
Yeah, I can wait.
Okay.
Is that your phone? Okay. I guess my ears, the older I get, the more
So sharp ears.
acute they become. I'm not even sure.
That's not usually how that works.
Word.
But,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
but if you got that going for you,
Sometimes
you're kind of special.
I just throw words out. Hopefully they stick.
Sometimes they do.
Two things on my mind. One is really quick because I've been going through. You know, when we post our short clips, you know, I normally post it from our page. Well, on YouTube is our page though, but on TikTok we've been getting a lot of comments from the last clip about the comedian Takar Williams. And Sid, I know you weren't here on the show, but basically, Takar Williams, a comedian, she was telling a story about how she was on. She went on like a little short tour, and with her fellow comedians, like co-workers, you could say. I want to make sure that's outlined there. And she got a little too drunk before the liquor really hit. She told her fellow comedian, a guy, like, "Hey, can you make sure I make it back to my room?" They were all staying in the hotel, but they all had separate rooms. And so the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll make sure you get back to your room or whatever." The liquor hit. She got really drunk. The guy didn't take her back to her room. He took her back to his room, and she woke up in his bed with no drawers on. She was crying because he told her that they had sex. And so I Pink and I were saying like that's kind of first of all, that guy is a slime ball. And if she was to charge him for rape, we're all for that, or press charges, or whatever. But at the same time, we were saying how it got to be a little bit accountability on her part, because it's like why are you out getting blacked out drunk in front of people you really don't know? Your friends aren't there, your family's not there. You're just what I mean. What is your first take on
How
that?
drunk do you have to be to like forget
that
a
you even
sexual encounter happened?
Oh yeah, she was messed up, right? But I did watch her clip, and I think
so you saw it when she
part
said
of her taking accountability wasn't doing the charges thing. I think how she explained the situation, she ate that, and a lot of women eat it. Even though it's still hurtful and it's betrayal and it's violation, but we won't press it because we know that we allowed it in a sense to happen.
Yeah.
Now she said she learned her lesson.
Bingo.
That's how she began that whole conversation, is how
Facts.
she learned the lesson. Sometimes you got to go through some stuff to learn some stuff. So unfortunately, that's the lesson that she learned. But I bet she won't do it again.
No, that's another great take.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's another
but what did the
so the comment is, so you got these guys on there, and the first thing they say, "I'll take away these guys' mics," and then the guys is like, I've been that drunk before, and so my thing is, I'm commenting on under all of them.
Was it with a dude for that guy?
I'm saying, oh, so you've been so drunk you didn't know a dude had his way with you. And so a dude can have his way with you and you don't know the next morning
until you wake up the next morning in his t-shirt.
I said, hey man, whatever floats your boat. But I've never been that way, and I've been drunk. Now I'm just saying for the guys who comment that, because they're just being whatever, trying to whatever, be naysayers because of me and Pink was on that side of the take there. But like I said, the guy, the male comedian, there was definitely a piece of garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And there's plenty of guys who prey on drunk women like that. They go a lot. Like I said, I couldn't say it in that short clip there, but in the full clip, I was like, yeah, there are guys who go out bar hopping just to pick up drunk women.
Right.
Now, what I'm saying? I just hate being around drunk women. I hate being around a bunch of drunk people,
it's a red
period.
flag for you, because probably some of that is she could accuse me of anything at this point, and I don't want to have to go through the problem of defending myself. So yes, for any man, I think for your own protection, if a woman is past a certain point of your comfortability, definitely in that.
I just think women that are not in control of their faculties become like less attractive, period. It's just not attractive to have somebody like drunk and acting foolish and stumbling around.
No, big facts.
I'm a big fan of coordination.
You don't know your left from your right now? What?
How am I to know that you know it when you're sober?
The other thing is a really quick thing, but it was like I guess a positive message you could say for like content creators, anybody that's in like the content space. Things are so random, and I take it like when I take it from our podcast perspective, the most random video clips for us are the ones that A, go viral, or B, get like a lot of views. You know what I mean? It's completely random, especially on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Now I will say TikTok, just on a personal level, I feel like I agree most of the time with them because it's not everything we put out is good, but I feel like on TikTok especially, like I feel like if it was a good topic and we had a good conversation, and the editor and I picked out the perfect part of the best part of that conversation, I feel like we normally get good views on TikTok.
Right.
And I feel like if it was a bad clip or the energy wasn't there or it just was a bad take or whatever, it's not there. But those other 3 platforms, man, it's like it's completely random.
Right.
And so you just kind of got to just like keep going and keep pushing. I don't know. I was just thinking about that randomly earlier today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like the truth is though, like a lot of times stuff that like pops up on your feed that's not our content. Like some of the stuff that's got a ton of views is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
It's simple, and it just is what it is. And like it goes back to the point I always talk about. And when they're digesting this simplistic content, like it just resonates with them. They don't have to think. They don't have to do anything. And just some of the stuff that goes on, you're like, this thing's got 2 million views. Like, what the hell's stupid?
Yeah. And then you'll try to do some stupid stuff and get 5 views. So it's like,
Right.
you can't catch
5
a break.
views and some charges. That's what you got today.
Oh man.
That's funny.
All right, let's start the show. All right, I had a couple of things here. I'm not going to overwhelm you, Sid, with sports talk, but I have to start.
Thank you.
But I am going to start the show with 2 sports topics, and then we got some really good stuff to get into after that. Okay. I want to get into this Lakers thing. All right, because there is a problem. And Pink and I have known it was a problem all along, but I guess the world is just now catching on. Lost to the Orlando Magic. Shout out to the home team here that we don't watch that much. But
I support them.
yeah, that's right. That's right. No. We take that back. On the Bench podcast definitely supports the Orlando Magic. And shout out to the basketball clinics that you guys do for the youth.
Thank you.
Okay. But it came down to that particular game came down to a last possession, and Luka and LeBron were involved in the action. Now here goes the thing. The problem with the Lakers, and I've been saying this all year, but I guess the Masters are not a team comprised to win games. They've been extremely lucky, and they've won games completely off the talent of the 3 guys. But those 3 guys do not, first of all, they're not enough and they don't match. Okay, so first of all, Luka and LeBron, those 2 together on the court are the worst pairing in basketball statistically.
Yeah.
Not from my view and the thoughts, but just statistically. They're, the net rating is crazy. I had the stat up there on the screen for the folks to see. And then number 2, you got Austin Reeves, who is a good player. But he has so many deficiencies, but he's a good offensive player. But that's not the type of player. Him and LeBron are not the type of players you surround Luka with.
Right.
And if you're going to take the Luka route, now Luka has his he's not a perfect player. He's imperfect as well. But if you're going to have him as your central piece, you have to surround him. And I know I'm talking too much here. My fault. But like a lot of people are shitting on Luka. Right. And maybe a lot of that deservingly so. But like we just saw him in the finals, like not even 2 calendar years ago, with the team, the type of team that you would surround him with that makes sense. Like it wasn't a fluke. That is the type of team. You want mobile, rim running bigs who can defend the rim. You want wings on the side that can defend and shoot threes, 3-and-D guys. And then you just want another guy that can run offense when Luka is off the floor and that can also make plays, off the ball.
Yeah.
Which was Kyrie with that. And Reeves can fit that here. But you have nothing else on this team that would fit what Luka does best.
No, correct. I agree. Yeah. Players need to be complementary and they need to kind of like make each other better. And that's the Lakers' shortcoming here. Not, outside of the 3 guys, the rest of those guys are kind of interchangeable mid-level flotsam, for crying out loud. And then the best players, they do not make each other. There's no vibe between Luka and LeBron. They do nothing together that makes the game easier for each other, or just creates like a vibe that like we can play. Like I mean, it wasn't always perfect with like Wade and LeBron and Bosh, but like there were stretches they both had high energy defensive stuff. They'd get pressing and being aggressive. They'd create transition opportunities, and that was their vibe. But there's nothing going on with the Lakers.
And they're so, and people won't want to like agree to this, but they're so similar in players. Like there's two eerily similar players, especially like now.
Yeah.
With the
when
less
LeBron's
athletic
lost
version of LeBron.
Yeah, when LeBron's lost his superpower defensively, he's no different than Luka.
Yeah, they're the same. And LeBron has like he had gotten so much better with like shooting, in more particular the 3-point ball over the last 5-6 years versus the beginning part of his career. But this year, I mean, he's shooting I think 29% or something like that from threes. He's shooting really bad from three this year. And of course that doesn't help with the Luka dynamic because he needs to pass out to knock down shooters.
But again, he's always been a ball intensive player. And he's not a catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And I think when he's off the ball as much as he is with Luka on the floor,
it's uncomfortable.
It's not what he's doing.
Yeah, it's
like his shooting percentage is probably higher handling the ball and deciding to pull up than it is, standing away from Luka, receiving the ball with the need to just get it up.
Bingo. And I don't know if you saw the stats or whatnot.
I'm not a stats guy.
When he's running the second unit,
I trust this thing where my McDonald's goes.
You're good.
You're good.
When Luka's off the floor, I mean LeBron is playing well and the unit plays well when when one of those two guys are off the floor. But you can't put LeBron to the bench. You can't send LeBron to the bench. And Austin Reeves is the only other guy that can do something on the entire team. You can't put him on the bench, and of course you don't put Luka on the bench. So you're just screwed. And so I don't know why this keeps becoming a national story because they're screwed, but they were screwed from the beginning, and they kind of have to be until after this season. You know what I mean? Like LeBron had a no trade clause, so you couldn't move him in the offseason or at the trade deadline.
But the average fan always looks at trades in this just stacking resumes manner.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 3 All-Stars, or we have this. And they don't ever look at it in terms of the dynamic of how these people function together on the floor. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference. Like you can, like when they piled together, Kobe, Shaq, Karl Malone, and
Gary Payton, all that.
You just stack it all together. Oh, this is going to work. There's 4 great players. It's never that simple.
No.
Every player, particularly the great ones, are not accustomed to accommodating other people. They're accustomed to everybody accommodating them. And now you get 3-4 guys that have that mentality, or even 2 big ones. It just doesn't work like that.
No.
That it's just not something, even when you go to like Olympic stuff, like it's very clear in like the Olympic setting that roles are given and roles are accepted. You don't have, like when you go to the Olympics, again, it's a shorter period of time. It's easier to manage. But it's like certain guys do certain things and certain guys complement the other guys, even though everybody's technically an all-star level guy. Mm-hmm. But like you saw Booker just become like a glue guy in the Olympics and do that stuff. Bam was useful because he did just Bam stuff that served the other players that were going to be the focal point of the team. And has to happen. The Heat didn't work until Wade
accommodated
LeBron.
To use your word.
And then it took off, and it just has to be that way. But LeBron at his age and basically what his skill set is, or to be honest, lack thereof, he's not a good complementary player to a high usage guy.
No, and I do think he's trying to accommodate Luka.
He is.
I do think he's trying.
But he's just not suited.
He's just not suited.
You can't play 35, 38 minutes a night fighting your instincts.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah. And I saw a couple of like high level NBA guys go over that last play against the Magic. And like LeBron didn't run the play at all. Like, and that's why if you really look at it, that's why, because they're right next to each other.
Yeah.
Theoretically, but I mean, and like so when they inball the ball in, LeBron is supposed to like sprint through. Right, and that'll give Luka more space, but that didn't happen. And then, like they said, I think Luka did maybe like lose his footing or whatever, and then pass. He probably still should have shot it. But again, they're really the same guy. I mean, we've seen LeBron do that 1,000 times. Sometimes it worked and the guy hit the shot. A lot of times the guy missed, and the next day we were like, LeBron, you should have took the shot. Da 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 da. They're the same guy. Like that's a LeBron type of play anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's just like he cannot return next year. I don't know. In Cleveland is really the only other team that makes sense. I don't know if LeBron wants to play basketball next year, kind of where that goes for him.
Yeah,
you're trying to sunset LeBron.
It's time.
It's time.
Wow, that's news.
Yeah.
Oh my
I know,
goodness.
because it doesn't look like he wants to be sunsetted, but it's time.
But the reality is there's not a lot of good options for him to continue playing. Yeah, I'm sure he could just go to some random team and slog through 70 games or whatever. But there's not many situations in the league that are like, oh, LeBron makes this situation immediately better. You know, this whole thing's gonna work out. It's just they're not there anymore. And in a weird, I mean, it's obviously a year whatever for him, but like it's come. I mean, a lot of other dudes like Chris Paul most recently and Carmelo Anthony before, like where great players have literally just kind of worn out their welcome, arguably before, so to speak. You know, but it's just again, you are a commanding presence in a locker room on the floor, and if that's no longer the best option for an organization to win, where do you go with that?
Yeah. Now. A lot of teams would line up for LeBron next year, so it's not necessarily the Carmelo Chris Paul thing, but not that it. I don't think there would be any outside of Cleveland, any title contending teams that would be lining
and that's
up.
the objective.
You know
I
what
mean, if you just want to linger around and sell tickets and shirts, if that's your goal, have at it.
Yeah,
but
that should have been this season. You know, I think he should have did that this season, and
sold
then
shirts and.
Yeah, the retirement tour.
Oh,
he should have did that this season, and then you know that way next year could have been left open if he wanted to go to a different team.
You couldn't do a retirement tour and then keep playing. That's kind of douchey.
It's not. I'm not saying hey guys, I'm retiring after this year. Let's do this thing. I'm just saying you do it right. Like with Kobe wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for that injury. Like, you know what I mean? The injury is what he would have came back and played the next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So it's like, you know, you play through it. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense when I'm talking through it, but it's going to be funky next season. It's going to be funky next season, man,
for sure. But I don't think it's off the table that he does not play.
And just
if the Lakers brush him off.
And they should, but I don't think they will. But they should.
Yeah, I think
they have to.
I think they will. And if he kind of surveys the landscape, you know, he could do himself a service and say, "Yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore."
And then you got the Cleveland owner, like I said, whatever that was a week ago. You know, he's coming out. Oh, you know, LeBron had it so easy here in the East, and like, you know. So I don't know if that's a place we already talked about in the past about the owner.
I mean, he already circled back there, so you might as well do it again. Bring your own lube. That's I mean, I to me that I despise Cleveland. I despise that owner. I think it was a bitch move for LeBron to return to Cleveland, and if he does it again, I'll think even less of him.
Now, with this with this NBA MVP race. It's really heating up, and you know I have my list of guys I you know where I think the ranking should go right now. Okay, now 2 guys in Jokic and Wemby. The thing is they're pressing up against games missed, and honestly we're not even sure how many more games Shea is going to miss. It's kind of been like, you know, there's no definitive return date,
right?
But he's played for so much of the season that's not really a factor right now. Okay.
Yeah.
But I would go on my top 5 MVP list. At number 5, I would go Tyrese Maxey. And the reason why I would go Tyrese Maxey is because he's done so much with less. He's a top 5 scorer in the league. Okay. He's averaging a block a game, which is crazy. His defense has I've always came in here and talked about his defense, and he's gotten so much better on that end of the ball, even with the heavy offensive load. He's leading the league in minutes. You got one of your co-stars is on dope. He's a fucking crackhead. You know what I mean?
Which one?
Paul George. He's a dope. He's on dope. My granddaddy.
Does he even rank as a co-star?
Yeah, he's a super max guy. He's one of the top 5 players in the league.
I feel like he's kind of like, you just see him in the credits at the end.
My granddaddy, when he didn't know what you was on, everything, you was just on dope.
Okay.
He was on that shit. And that's what Paul George, we don't know, it hasn't come out what he was on.
Okay.
It ain't, it's not steroids, it's not whatever. So he's just on that dope. He's on that shit. So that's Paul George. He's a crackhead. And then you got Embiid, who's he's again, he's with the, he's for 10. And Tyrese Maxey as whatever. He's holding that team up to a whatever top 5, top 6 seed. So he's number 5 for me. Number 4, I have Jokic. Now again, I think Jokic can only miss like two or three more games. But he's back to his triple-double ways, averaging a triple-double. He's slowing down over the past, week or so since he's come back from that injury. But he's still, amazing, and they're good. Number 3, I have Cade. Cade Cunningham. Now, Cade is another guy who number 1 seed in the East. His numbers are really good, but just not as impressive as the other guys.
Yeah.
But again, best team in the East, 2 years ago, 10-win team. Like they're really taking a jump. His second best player is, Duran. He's an all-star, but he's not really like a firm star in the league yet.
No, I love Cade. I in terms of, if you take out the participation issues that that kind of on Wemby, on Joker, you have to look serious at him. And you watch him play, he's there. He wants it all. He wants all the smoke. He plays hard on both ends. He makes impactful plays. I like that a lot.
Yeah, the only knock I have on him, and the reason why he's 3, and then you're going to see another guy have higher, that's a lower seed to him, but he hasn't performed well against the top teams. Like he's really struggled. But again, I don't think that's so much his fault because everything is so much on him. He creates every single offensive possession for them. That's hard.
Yeah, against the better teams, the lack of strength through his roster exposes him.
Really exposed. Yeah, he needs a number 2 scorer over there. And but yeah, number 2, I have Shea. Right now, the games missed is not threatening. Right now. And I think he's, Shea is, again, he's amazing, man. He's amazing. The team has been they've been solid without him. They've won some games, lost some games, of course. That's always a barometer. Okay, how does their team do without you? And but we know it. 30 points a game. He straps up, plays defense on the best team in the league. He's going to be there for a few years in this MVP race. Number 1. And it's just, I don't know. It's really not close for me. It's Jaylen Brown. I think if things remain how they are now, you have to give the MVP to Jaylen Brown. The organization. I'll say this: the front office took the year off. That's what this year is for. We're going to take this year off. They traded, Jason Tatum is out. They were thinking at the time because he tore his Achilles. Okay, he's going to be out this whole year. So let's just have a reset year. They traded away all the Porzingis, the Drew Holidays, the Al Horfords, everyone that made a difference on the title contender team. They brought in all young, super young guys. Okay. Then they even traded away the best young guy in Simons and went further into the young guys who wouldn't even be playing on other rosters.
Michael Jackson would be proud.
And everything is on Brown. And he has some, he has some good role players, the Pritchards. But Pritchard is a true role player in the sense of he'll play really well one game, and he's going to be below average for the next 10 games. That's a classic role player. And Jaylen Brown is the best, the absolute stone cold best two-way player in the game. He straps TF up. He straps up, and then he's giving you 30 on the other side, an efficient 30. He's a monster. He's a monster. And people laughed me off of conversations 2, 3, 4 years ago when I could always said Jaylen Brown is he's the best player on the team, better than Jason Tatum. I've said it. Pete could tell you I've been stronghold for 2 or 3 years, and we need this MVP. Because with the MVP, the finals MVP, the playoffs MVP, and another great season, and with Tatum not here, I mean, I'm going to have my argument locked up in a box. Now, the one omit is Wemby. Now, Wemby is closer to the games missed than Jokic. Like, Wemby has, like, literally no room for, like, error as far as games missed, and I just don't see him not missing more than 2 games down the stretch. You got all these back-to-backs coming and all of this stuff. Now, again, you know, he's super young, whatever. He sat a bunch of games this year already. He probably is powered up and ready to go for the rest of the year. I just can't see it. But he would firmly be in the top 5.
I don't either, because like when I've watched more Spurs league this year. He falls so much.
Yeah.
You know, he's in so many plays where he appears to get hurt or whatever. And I get why they kind of like, you know, rest him and make sure they kind of manage him. Because it's, you know, it matters when you get to the playoffs. Right now it doesn't really matter. You know, you're playing
Does
for
it
seeds, not at the same level.
Because you're a young player. You kind of want those accolades.
Normally, I would say yes, but he's also a different dude.
Yeah.
He genuinely comes from a different place than most other basketball guys do. And he would probably, you know, he would easily be one of those guys. Do you want MVP or the championship? He's championship all day, every day. It, like, probably doesn't even consider any other scenario. And that's one of those things. Like, they talk about, like, even when the Spurs contingent went to the All-Star game, they said, like, if you flew up with Wemby, you were ready to compete. Like, he's that guy that just, like, he cares about winning. He's not going to pretend he doesn't. And that's the way that team plays, even when he's not there playing.
Yeah, that's another thing.
They play with an edge, man.
They're really effing good. Even without him, they win. Like,
but it's
really
rooted in their night-to-night competitiveness.
Yeah.
They don't take a lot of nights off or mail it in very often at all.
Shout out to Stephon Castle. He's firmly in Bubba's Water Co. He's one of the best two-way players in the league too. He's top 5 for me. He's a hell of a perimeter defender. He's hellacious.
I love the team though. I mean, they really get after it. They play hard night in and night out. They compete. They also have I mean, for the most part, they do, like, they rise up to play the better teams. They had a nice win against Detroit the other day. They've given the OKC more than they've taken.
Yeah.
There. So no, I would have him in that. Again, my thing is the MVP always sorts itself out. How does this finish? Couple of these guys may not play the necessary games.
I was about to say, I do think this is different. It's different than the NFL, though.
It is different than the NFL. It's a longer process and so forth, and there are different variables to it. But I think, like you mentioned in the segment, a couple of these guys are a couple games away from not being in contention for these awards.
That's a major piece.
The Shea thing will be interesting. While he's not close now, do they maybe start to say, hey, we'd rather rest now and have him full go rather than whatever. I don't know how they're going to play that out. I don't know the nature of the injury specifically, but there may be a decision to be made there that could impact his candidacy. And but I mean, right now, games played, everything else, I think it is a 3-man race with the guys that you mentioned. I think it's Cade, I think it's Jaylen Brown, and I think it's Shea. I mean, Shea's not any worse than he was last year. It's just he's missed a few games.
That's it.
And his team's still on top of the league. So there's not a strong basis to take the MVP away from him, particularly if he gets back rolling relatively soon. And I get the thing with Jaylen Brown. Nobody expected the Celtics to compete like they have. And he's been the primary reason why. And so that should be rewarded. Especially in the context of a league where you have tanking and load management and all this other horse shit, that you have a guy with an understaffed team who's just going out night after night and willing them to be competitive, to be, I believe, the number 2 seed in the East as we sit here tonight.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I have no problem rewarding Cade for being at the top of the East and being his team's guy every night and embracing that challenge of greatness.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
100%. It's funny because, like, 2 years ago we sit and we talk about, like, the U.S. players,
Yeah.
and we talk about how big of a struggle, and we just whatever. But like the NBA never fails to it's just they produce these stars, and they eventually they come, man, because they just need a couple of years to simmer and get better. And now you look at it, it's like these guys are really fucking good. The Jalen's, the K, I feel comfortable in the next.
But I felt comfortable because
Yeah.
these answers are gonna come.
They're going to come.
And the other thing is we always overlook in the narrative of the world catching us. Those teams have relied on some guys that are not easily replaceable for them.
Yeah.
And they may not be the best player, but you look at for the French, Batum,
They
Fournier,
all aged out.
They're going to be gone.
Yeah.
And now the French have to go roll with Wemby, which is brilliant, but other young pieces.
Yeah.
And are they going to be at the level at the time? And some of the other guys that have played well for Serbia's and things like that.
Yeah, they're gonna be aged out.
And Greece doesn't have anything around Giannis like that. And Spain has they don't have top tier guys like they used to.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these guys, it's very difficult to go to stay at that level. And there's just no doubt that for individual country, our talent well is deeper.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now, you're still on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. Don't forget we're available on all, and I don't mean all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Now, there's a trending story that has broken today. At least I saw it today. A college sprinter charged after allegedly catching boyfriend in the bed with her roommate and stabbing him to death. Okay, now that's crazy. All right, and it's not funny, but it's crazy. And one of the first, I don't know why, but I saw a lot of women commenting and was like, she can get off crime of passion and all these, these guys, they're terrible.
Crime of passion is still second-degree murder.
And I didn't know that. And the one thing I thought was okay, so what about the roommate? The roommate doesn't receive any smoke. Is she going to stay in the room? Well, I guess she's going to be going to jail.
But
so I
what
guess
kind of smoke could she? She didn't stab anybody.
No, I'm saying because the women who are commenting were saying they're all on the guy, guys, the piece and whatever, he's cheating with the roommate. That's a slimy move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a slimy. You got to be. She got to be out of town, bro, for you to be doing this. You got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to die though. But what I'm saying is, okay, why no comments for the roommate?
Well, it's interesting.
I guess y'all not friends. Y'all just roommates, I guess, right?
Well, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, when you first pull up to college and you don't know anybody, sometimes they assign you a roommate.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
you may not be friends. But what year are these people? I mean, if you're a sophomore or more, you're probably rooming with a friend.
Yeah.
Somebody you're close to or cool with. But did she ever try to stab the girl too? Or was she solely focused on stabbing the boyfriend?
Well, I guess for me,
And what position do you think they were in when they got caught?
probably doggy, but the
Solid choice.
the crime of passion, wouldn't that come with a more lenient sentence, even though it's still murder, or would it come with institutional, you're required to do, psych?
The way I'm sizing it up, generally you have 3 levels of murder, and so you have first degree murder, which is with intent. So I make a decision,
Right.
I'm going to murder this person. I plan, I go, I do it. Then the second degree murder is it's not necessarily called heat of passion, but it's more of heat of the moment. There's a spontaneous event that triggers me to kill this person. It could be walking like we have here.
Right.
It could be just 2 people getting into an altercation, and then one kills the other. So that's usually second degree murder, and still very significant sentencing.
Okay.
And then the third category of murder is calls under manslaughter. And that is really kind of the rough standard for that is reckless disregard for human life. So that would be potentially killing somebody as a drunk driver. It could be just doing something really stupid, just walking out of this building and firing a shot, not aimed at anybody, but it ends up striking somebody that we didn't intend to shoot, but we were just so reckless in what we're doing that could sustain a manslaughter charge. So this is more, to me, looks like a second-degree murder, based on what we have. She sees this situation, she reacts spontaneously, violently, deadly. That's kind of second-degree murder. There's no argument that she was.
Yeah,
just,
she didn't plan that.
Yeah, she didn't plan it.
Yeah.
But by the same token, it wasn't so just kind of random and reckless that he happened to die. Like, you stabbed the shit out of him.
So, like, Trouble, didn't he die in that same kind of context where
The rapper?
yes, his I guess the girl he was dealing with, her man came home and killed him.
Yeah, from what I understand from that. Yeah.
I wonder if his murderer got second degree and all of that,
Or
because that's an
yeah.
old case.
It is.
Yeah.
So you can use that as
And a lot, I mean, like,
precedent, I guess,
to
for
be
the
honest,
conversation.
like, a lot of times if there's not a trial, there would just simply be a plea. And depending on the circumstances, most of these would be, because again, you look at something like this or like that, there's no other suspect. We know who did it. You're not necessarily going to plead not guilty and request a trial. You'll probably just try and fish out the best deal you can. And when you're looking at it from that perspective, not necessarily like proving elements of a crime, you are looking at things like, like past behavior, character, likelihood that you might do something like this again. And when you're kind of looking at a plea, like somebody's had a crystal clear record, they commit a heat of the moment thing with no other, funky history, the plea deal's gonna look a lot better than somebody that's maybe been arrested 3 times for violent based charges and now is involved in this situation. Their plea's not gonna look the same.
Well, shout out to her for focusing on him and him only.
You're happy
and
about
not,
that?
And not going after the chick.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because then she'd really have to be worried about something if she did something to her. But I guess also just understanding that roommate didn't owe her anything. It was the man that she was in a relationship with. So she took her stuff out on.
That's how you look at that.
Yeah, because like even in a situation where you're saying that's just a roommate and I don't really know you, I just have to live with you because of the circumstances. Like things like that can happen. We're probably not even from the same place.
But if it was a roommate that you did have a good relationship with and you chose to live together for that school year, you don't feel differently on that?
No, I think for me, I'd still be focusing on him being the person that owed me that respect.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have enough respect for that. You know what I mean? You can't go after the roommate.
You guys are fascinating.
I mean, but you're on a college campus. Like there's a lot of women around there, man. Like you don't have to go with the whatever. You don't have to go with the roommate.
I mean, I feel like when you set your mind to some killing, like why not be real good at it?
Oh no, she didn't need 2 charges. She just needed the
now,
one.
I read a little bit more on it.
This
wasn't buy one get one free. Okay,
it might be like, I mean, once you go down that path, there really ain't a lot of coming back. I mean, you might as well make the most of it.
So they both were sprinters, both on the track team. Now, one thing I did notice, especially with me being in school, most of the track people are with other track people. Like, the men and women, they like from the track teams, relationship wise. Okay. I see that a lot. I wonder if it's something with that. Maybe they want another super in shape person too. I don't know, because they all like super in shape.
Oh, you probably spend a lot of time together.
They were not having sex when she found them.
Oh, really?
So they were sitting on the bed fully clothed.
See, they weren't doggy.
And it's funny that this article outlined that
he got killed for sitting next to her roommate.
He was sitting on the roommate's bed fully clothed when she walked in, and then
she's crazy. She's crazy. She done lost
but
her marbles.
She said that she had already, been thinking and heard some things that they were together. So when she came in and saw that, it kind of like confirmed. But also, like, yeah, what are you doing? How can you explain being in the room? I'm not here.
But honestly, that hurts her case.
They weren't doing anything.
Massive.
You just jumped all the way to the conclusion.
Because here's the thing. they're not actively having sex. So that kind of
Heat
like
of the moment thing.
Now, hold on.
that takes a little heat.
Let me finish
off
the story.
Moment. Go
Let me
ahead.
finish the story. So they got into, of course, an argument and all of that. Then, okay, saying she found him in the bed. Okay, being clothed after returning home. She said Jackson opened her roommate's locked doors. Maybe it was a double room with a hair clip. After hearing her roommate talk to someone, said Jackson jumped on the roommate's bed and grabbed the guy by the shirt, as well as a bottle of cologne that had been missing. I don't know, leading to a fight. And then the guy started to choke the girl while on top of her, and then she says that's when she grabbed the knife from under the bed. Now.
How did the bed?
I don't know how
you
believable
knew
it
your
is.
roommate had a knife under her bed.
I don't know how believable it is.
This is going to be Dateline.
And you kept
'Cause
your-
all of this is
and
super
you,
new.
And you kept your poise while getting choked to find
Yeah.
the knife.
That's like a movie, man. Like
She was like,
you know what I mean? It's like a movie.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
It's like a movie.
Now that's a real shit show on many levels, though.
They get on us by laughing about serious stuff, but it'd be funny,
I don't
man.
care, it is funny.
somebody died, y'all. Jeez.
You were laughing hard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were leading the laugh brigade. No, but this
yeah.
this is messy as hell. It was a lot more straightforward when he
I know.
came in doggy. 'Cause number one, like, yeah, it's like, so you probably suspected this. So now this maybe leans a little bit into like
Plan.
first degree.
Premeditated.
But you come in there, he's clothed, but then you might get off. It kind of like flips a little bit when he starts choking you. Now you are in self-defense mode. So she may have
Something.
something to get
That's
this.
if
We
the
need
girl
the
backs her
roommate.
story. I'm about to
Yeah,
say.
we need the
Yeah,
roommate's
roommate's gonna be
testimony.
critical.
Because
Yeah.
what if she had damn
on
fell
it.
in love with that boy?
Which goes to my point. Should have got her too.
No.
No
Like they both
witness-
jumped me.
No witnesses.
They both jumped on me.
Three people can keep a secret when two are dead.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's riding on that testimony now
Yeah.
to back that story. Because that's a hell of a story.
That is a
Hell of a
like,
story.
And what incentive does she have to back your story?
Nah.
Killed her boyfriend.
Took away her good penis.
Yeah,
That's track
that
penis.
was
Track
just
penis
like-
can go all night and the next night.
Not the
That's
next
six runners.
night. Endurance.
It just got endless.
Stamina.
I thought you were 10 seconds.
Endless stamina.
But yeah, I mean, not only that, if this girl ends up back on the street, she may have a mind of revenge against the girl. So do you really want to take her side on this?
No, that's a wrap for her.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
Lock her up long time.
Lock her up.
Yeah. So
I think so.
some funky allegiances here.
I forgot to tell you, towards the end of the show, I also have another top 5.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
You've been on a roll with
I've
top
been in a
fives.
row. This is, yeah, and I changed it actually, but I'm gonna do a top 5. I couldn't figure out the perfect name. I'm still working on it, but top 5 baddies or whatever. I'm working on it. But top 5 most beautiful black women
Of all time.
Oh,
of
nice.
all time in the entertainment space.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Because
So
while
you're-
y'all were
you're
talking
excluded.
sports, I was over here getting to know the fig tree in the back.
How well did you get to know the picture?
It hit me.
What's the fig? What you talking about?
This thing.
Oh.
Unhand me.
But I mean,
like that comedian.
that's a wild story, though.
Yeah, no, it is.
And it is funny, like the devil is in the details. Like
Yeah.
all these little factual things really kind of change how you can defend this type of case.
You picked a lock to go into a room that you knew the knife was under the bed.
That's a first
That's
degree
crazy.
murder. But see that's a fact that pushes toward a first degree
Yeah.
murder. But then that him choking her, that's kind of gets her. You can help get off the hook a little bit because now your life's in danger.
Self-defense.
Now you go into self
It's
defense
going to
mode.
go to text messages.
And then it goes here. How many times did he get stabbed?
Mhm.
Like if he stabbed 3 or 4 times and is essentially incapacitated and then dies, that's one thing. If this is one where you
87 holes,
80s,
and you're
yeah.
like, yo.
yeah,
Well,
You went
yeah.
off.
then it goes the other way. Then it's
Now, I
kinda
don't think it
like-
was that many, but then she also called the police, so they're thinking that's a couple of points for her. That she's the one that called the police, and he didn't die instantly. He died at the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess she didn't get him too, that bad.
The stamina and
no.
resilience to put off knife wounds.
She
Yeah.
forgot the carotid.
Yeah.
Carotid. Look at you. You stab a guy or two in your day?
No.
Yeah.
You're laughing a little too hard.
No. I've
maybe
never poked me a homie. No.
Never poked me a homie.
That has a couple meanings for that.
I appreciate our live listeners here.
No
I know that we have some lagging issues here a little bit here.
That's too funny.
Appreciate y'all hanging in there. Another thing that's going on in the world here is this T.I. 50 Cent thing. And T.I. actually literally just 30 minutes ago, dropped another diss track, 3, 4, 5 here, aimed at 50 Cent. And all of this started just because, T.I. wanted a versus with 50. And he really wanted a versus with anybody. We talked about him calling out Wayne and a couple of other folks, and then he put his focus on 50. Now the thing about it, he had did this a couple of years ago as well, and
with 50 or with others?
With 50, like bringing it up.
Okay.
And 50 brushed it off, and then now we get to here, and T.I. brings it up again, and so the thing about it is, so it got really messy. And then T.I.'s son got involved. And then 50, he's a jokester. He puts up a picture of Tiny, of T.I.'s wife, and then T.I.'s son gets mad and talks about 50 Cent's dead mother, and then they're just going back and forth.
Speaking ill of the dead.
And people want 50 Cent to come with some music and do a diss track against T.I. But like I was telling Anwar and I was telling a couple other folks, 50 Cent's not in music. He's been left music years ago. And that's why he keeps declining T.I.'s been left music years ago. And that's why he keeps declining T.I.'s thing for the verse. He's like, why would I do now 50, he's 50, so he's gonna talk like, you know what I mean? So but basically what he's saying is, why would I do a versus with you? I'm gained nothing.
Right.
You have an album coming out in 2 weeks.
Right.
I haven't recorded an album in fucking 1,000 years.
Right.
A versus does nothing for me.
Right.
And I don't own the platform. I'm not gonna get the money from it. The other people are gonna get money from it. You're gonna get your album increase. I'm gonna get nothing. What's in it for me?
Yeah.
But then also he's just saying but in 50's word, it's like T.I.'s a snitch. I'm not gonna be up on stage with da da da. But it's just T.I.'s a snitch. I'm not gonna be up on stage with da da da. But I think T.I.'s doing way too much. I think he's just doing way too much. The guy don't want to do a versus.
And you ain't gonna bully him into doing it. At the end of the day, that man T.I. been trying to figure out his next path in life for a couple years now. He tried to get into the comedian space and wanted to bully comedians into allowing him into their spaces. And when he wasn't getting the laughs, he's not funny.
No.
That's not your lane. That was not your calling. It was a nice experiment. Now with calling out 50 Cent, knowing how petty 50 Cent, I think he did this all for drama, just to, regardless if 50 Cent were to agree to do the verses or not, he just needed the electricity from the situation.
For the album.
His son is now getting some charge off of this too, and his son is a rapper too.
Yeah.
So everybody's getting clout off of 50 right now. Now, what I do see happening bad for 50 Cent is his abuse against women. That's getting circulated and put on blast again.
Yeah.
So his baby mama, King, had the VHS footage of her having a conversation, interviewing about him, saying he's gonna kill her, and then setting her house on fire.
Yeah.
His baby mama with Diddy has, already came out and said that he was abusive during their relationship. So how many women have to have come out on this man?
Mm-hmm.
Before everybody's like, okay, he's a woman beater. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And hold him accountable in that way. Will that really impact him? I don't know.
Absolutely not. Because a lot of it's so old.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of it's so old. And my guess is if there were more, they probably would paid off. That's why you just don't hear about it. Really. I mean, because like you said, they're digging up stuff that happened a long time ago, and I do think some of that stuff happened. I mean,
But that's the thing, though. We are a creature of our habits, and I think there can be a tipping point where the avalanche may come, and it may come for him if that's his history.
yeah,
I mean, I think that's what I mean. Like most of the Diddy stuff wasn't happening currently. You know, a lot of it derived from the past, and you basically had this 30-year window of just being an asshole that finally came home to roost.
a lot of that stuff was happening recently.
But the pattern was in place.
Yeah. The
And
pattern was in place.
and why I say people are a creature of their habits. If his modus operandi was to abuse the women, this is 50.
Yeah.
And he's been kind of doing it for years. He's most likely still doing it. People don't change like that. And so there can be a tipping point if this is who he is, where it comes home to roost from. It could definitely happen. I don't think it's going to be where we forget about it or not. But it has to become a tipping point where enough people step forward. It all starts to become a pattern, and then it becomes inevitable that the downfall occurs. So it can, absolutely.
No, 1,000% it can. I just doubt it. Because I think the time was when, because everybody, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people do remember. I remember that interview where she was talking. I think the time would have been then when other women come out. Most of the time, other women come out when the first woman comes out and says something about it. You know what I mean? Now, whatever, 20, 30 years after, unless it, like you said, creatures of habit, unless it is somebody he was beating on, whatever, 2 months ago or whatever. But I don't know. But also I don't think, like, that's a part of I think that's irrelevant to. No, that's not true either, because they're trading, they're being grimy to each other. The T.I. 50 Cent. So all of that is fair game.
But go back. I mean, I agree with you. I think like T.I. coming at 50 Cent to do a versus is weak.
Yeah.
There's nothing about 50 Cent in probably the last 10 or 15 years to indicate that wants to be in music like that. He's found completely different role as doing the shows and producing these various things and being this elite level social media troll. Like, again, he doesn't need to battle rap you or have a versus. He'll just do his pictures and comments and whatever and
like
get at you that
he's
way.
He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, there's nothing for him to prove. Yeah. But again, and it's this repeating pattern that we see in the entertainment industry, is when somebody has some project that they want to drop, they just start swiping out to find, electricity, buzz, whatever.
But why can't people
anything.
see that for what it is? Because it's
goes
so
back
fucking
to the
obvious.
other point we talked about earlier. People are fucking stupid. They just are. They don't know how to identify patterns in behavior. They don't know how to process information. They don't know how to assess motivation. It's just they don't have these skills.
I'm all for a good rap beef. I like them all. I love them all. But like, when it makes sense, this just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not gonna go home and listen to this new T.I. diss track. I have absolutely negative 1,000 interest in it. I just don't. But when he drops the album, I'm gonna listen to it. I like the single. The single
is fire.
Yeah, the single he put out. I like that. I'll listen to the new album when it comes out. But it has nothing to do with this whole 50 thing.
Has any of the diss track comments been in the women abusing lane or
well, that's
I
what
haven't even listened to that. I saw King posted the video of the baby mama interview.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
T.I.'s son came out and posted that.
And how about a father and son collaborating in a beef? That's kind of corny.
It is. But you know what? I think for a person like 50 Cent, and he'll probably never say this, but T.I. really eats him up when it comes to family dynamics. So if you look at the family dynamics with the favoritism that 50 Cent puts his children through, the issues with his children's mothers, the issues with his actual oldest son. And then you look at T.I., he did regular like parenting stuff on TV for everybody to see. He has like however long that season and then you can see the fruits of it, because even in the diss video, his mama, his wife, his children are all at the table while he's, taking jabs at 50 Cent, and 50 Cent could never.
Yeah.
That's just on a man level. But all of the other stuff is corny.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say that.
yeah.
That's a fair point.
No, super fair point. And yeah, so
I just can't look at Tiny and not just get upset.
Yeah, she hard on the eyes. You know, the picture that he posted.
Any picture ever taken of her is hard on the eye.
and that's why King came out looking so funny looking. That's a funny
King
looking.
is a
mother-
funny looking boy.
He's a funny
I'm
looking.
sorry.
He didn't stand a
son of
chance,
gun.
man.
But there's two other ones after him, and they don't look.
They don't look like that.
He
I'm
took
so
the
sorry.
he took the genetic hit for everybody.
He really did.
He jumped on a grenade.
He jumped on a grenade.
Give that man a congressional medal of honor.
He looks complicated to
He
draw.
really did, man.
It's complicated. Are you an artist?
No.
Okay.
He really looks like
What you know
a
about
sketch character, man.
He
That's
does.
crazy.
And he can't rap at all.
At all.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart. That's what my grandma would say. Bless
But
his heart.
stick by your daddy and stand on business about your mom.
Yeah. I didn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I didn't mind at all. The mama thing, I didn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mind, talking about 50 mom because you talking about
He
your
said,
mama.
dig her up.
Yeah, he went a
Take
little
a
crazy.
picture of her
Now-
dug up.
The thing is, I am surprised.
There was this epic prank call thing that so there was these prank callers. They would call this bar, and the guy that ran the bar was named Red, and he was just one of those like old gruffly "Arr" type guys. And so they made a couple prank calls to him, and then they call him up and they go, "Hey Red, we dug up your mother and fucked her."
Yikes.
Might as well have said that. That's might as well.
I was shut down for about an hour every time I tried to do something or move on. I thought about that and laughed all over it.
But I'm surprised that T.I. would be okay with his son out the door like that.
No, that
Like
was
talking
a
about
gimmick.
50 cents, because there's so much older men. Even if they cross paths at a literal location, I don't think anything would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's like, I don't know. But hey,
I don't know. Dig her up though.
Get the shovels.
moving this thing along here. Let's get to the threesome talk now.
Oh,
What
here we are.
Here
We made it.
We made it.
Buckle up. What we doing?
Now this
The big threesome question. What is the big threesome question?
there was this post on social media that went viral, and like the vast majority of women was on one side, and I just for the life of me could not understand why. So I even got it in my notes here. Ask Sid. So
Hey, no pressure. You're speaking for all women.
so I've been holding on to this for like 2 to 3 weeks.
You're
Okay.
you're defending the gender.
So the post was about women. This is very important to note here. Women who are into threesomes, not
Okay.
random women who are not. Women who are into threesomes will not give their, man, their boyfriend or husband a threesome, but they have no problem giving a threesome to just, whatever, a guy that is just dating or a friend or whatever. And
But these are all women that are in serious relationships
yes,
that are also into threesomes.
yes,
But their thing is, I don't want to do a threesome with my partner.
right.
I just want to do it with other people.
No. But they so not at that time. Like they're into threesomes. They have done threesomes with random guys, right? But they will not give a threesome to their
Once they're
husband.
married.
Or
Oh,
boyfriend. So not cheating or nothing.
Okay, so you get
understand?
into a relationship with somebody, you become aware that she's a threesome specialist.
Yes.
And you're like, hey, I want some of that action.
Yes.
And she's like, no, thank you. I've moved on. I found the Lord.
No. She's saying, no, thank you. I love you too much to give you a threesome.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
So I actually saw that in reality TV.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And
I thought you experienced it in reality.
no, not me, because I don't do those.
You don't?
Let's start this conversation.
Okay, so you're not a
with
threesome
Cinda is
lady.
Not the threesome.
You may
chick.
you may not be qualified to comment any further.
I can perform eyewitness news testimony though.
So you watched the threesome?
No, so the show is Love Is Blind. It's kind of like
Okay.
speed dating in a room, and you only talk to the person that you're actually on the speed date with, and then at the end of you make a decision whether you want to propose to them, and then that's when you get
My
to meet
daughter's
them.
poor boyfriend had to miss Game 7
For-
for Love Island.
Love Island. Oh, that was ratchet.
Yeah.
That was a ratchet one. But so anyway.
I'm so
No,
lost.
actually, it's not
So
love.
lost.
It's not Love Is Blind. It's Married at First Sight. So,
There's so
Okay.
many
So-
of them.
Yeah.
so the psychologist, the pastor, and the sociologist pick the husband and the wife, and then you
Okay.
have to go through the fiance phase to inevitably get married.
Okay.
So, the black couple
they sort of have a panel then. There's a group of people. They have a panel and they figure out, okay, these two we think should
on
be
paper, y'all look like
okay.
Oh,
so,
on paper. Okay.
yeah,
just
like
on
on paper.
Yeah.
And after we interview you, we say, you know what, you would be good for Jack.
Okay. Now,
And
now
we're gonna
I want
put
you
you
to
with
keep
Jack.
your story and understand where you're going. But I want to ask you, would you do something like that?
What?
Would you get on the show and be one of the contestants and then go through that whole shebang?
If I didn't have a kid, I'd try it out.
Okay.
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 But you'd be
That's
surprised
fair.
people with kids go on that show, and I
Oh,
think
yeah?
they're absolutely insane. Yeah, very, very much different.
Okay.
But so the black couple, they meet up and they're going through the fiance thing, and I guess she was liberally telling him the excursions that she had prior to the show.
Okay.
But she told him she didn't want to give up the goods until after wedding day. Now you got like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
or 4 weeks of living with this person, and she withholding. Meanwhile, Terry and Felicia we done sat at the pool and said, "Yeah, I got some dick. Did you get some dick? You ain't get no dick, girl. Why you ain't get that man no dick?" And then she's like, "Well, y'all ain't finna bully me up into giving no coochie out, right?" So
Yeah.
So you saw a moment where he checks her about that. He said, "You told me you slept with all these people. I can't get nothing, and I'm willing to marry you."
I would have slept with another woman right there on the show
But
and wouldn't have gave no fucks.
Or just cancel the whole engagement, man.
I ain't gonna do that.
I think it's
because
jacked
I'm there
up.
for the show. I'm gonna get my showtime. You know what I mean?
But just hold it in your back pocket when it's time to. Just don't show up.
There you go. You could do that too. Yeah.
so my thing is, I wouldn't have told him.
Runaway man,
Maybe I'll do both.
Not the runaway man.
runaway groom. You call him a groom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No, but that is that
Wouldn't have
stuff too.
told him all of that.
Nah.
Because then that's going to mess up our relationship. Because you know I did that for everybody else, but I demanded from you.
Not even that. I just don't think a woman should tell any guy that because you never know how a guy's gonna take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How you
Yeah.
think a guy's gonna take it?
Some guys are like, if they hear a particular number and it's too high in their heads, it's over. Like you'll never be their main chick, the girlfriend, the wife. Maybe you even be a girlfriend, but maybe they're saying, yeah, this chick will never be my wife. You know what I mean? Like some guys are like that. If they hear a particular number.
What do you think the number is?
I don't know. I
Well,
never
let
thought about
these
it in those terms.
red pillars
what
say
about-
it's one.
One.
So you had one piece. You are smitten.
That's crazy.
You are garbage now.
That's funny. But what about the threesome thing for you? Like, would it be a disqualifier if the girl's like, "Hey, I really have had a bunch of threesomes"?
I would ask because I
You'd
need
ask
to know.
what?
I would need to know because some women consider.
You'd ask particulars about the threesome.
Yeah, because some women consider the threesome with two guys and
Well,
her
yeah.
as a threesome. But
Well,
we
it is.
we
But
consider
ain't
it
it?
a train.
What's the difference?
Where I'm from, we consider that a train.
Well, what's the difference, regardless of
It's a difference.
vernacular?
It's a difference. So if she's had a bunch of those, I gotta be out. You gotta count me out. You gotta count me out.
Didn't New Edition have a song like that?
If she tried it once, okay.
You said 2 dicks per session.
I don't know. I have some different views on what's what. Like, if it's a girl and then 2 guys, it's a threesome. If it's like a girl taking one dude at a time, like back to back to back or whatever, then that's a train.
Well, that's how I'm thinking.
And then
because
if
why
it-
would the
but
two
if
guys
you're-
be?
But if you are a if you're a girl and it's just like everybody's in the room and you take 6 or 8 dicks, that's a gangbang.
That's a gangbang.
Yeah.
So we're using Pornhub vernacular.
Do you
These
have
are categories.
Do you have another
I
kind?
see the menu in my head right now. I'm going down. It's alphabetical order. Thank you.
Do you have another definition of these
No.
activities?
No.
All right.
It's a train, man. It's a train. And I think we talked about this on the show.
No, we
one time
did.
before.
I just can't agree with you.
Because the two guys. I understand that. I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I would be okay with considering that a threesome. But my thing is, most guys are not going to be having active sex with that girl at the same time to make it a threesome.
But then I don't think it's a threesome then. Like to me, like the threesome is like maybe an Eiffel Tower situation.
yeah, it's
Like,
only one.
2 guys are actively involved, each having a hole.
Yeah, but it's
Like
only,
that's
it's only,
that's like that might not be your thing.
yeah.
But I think that's a threesome. Like that's what makes it a threesome
Yeah.
versus a train. It's like, if
Because I'm thinking we
if you're
in the
gonna
same
go sit
room.
over in that chair,
Yeah, there you go. Like
and
Diddy.
watch,
Yeah,
and then there's maybe a tag,
you know what I mean.
and you're in.
Yeah.
That's a train.
I feel
That's-
like
that's-
both
that's-
of
that's
y'all
what
are
I
agree
speaking from
100%.
experience.
No.
I feel like y'all are going through memory lane as we do the schematics of that chair.
We just want the dictionary to
high
have the
five.
correct. On this show, we like to,
But I think
teach and educate.
If like if Bubba's plowing and I'm getting a blowjob, like that's a threesome.
yeah.
That's
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But that's like that's literally the only way I could see it even working.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that whole thing was interesting because, like I said, yeah, because if I was a threesome guy and then I run into a threesome girl and all of a sudden she said, "Oh, I like you too much to give you a threesome," I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed. He cried.
You know what I mean?
What, cried?
Yeah, the boy cried.
Really?
He said, "How
The
could you
boy
do
cried.
this to
I think
me?"
that was a book. The boy cried.
I don't know. That's weird though. But I also feel like if you are like if the woman's a threesome woman and you're a threesome guy, like if you guys have that type of sexual experience and lifestyle, like y'all should just keep going in that lane together. I think it's just weird when people like flip too much.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I did all this stuff. Now I meet you and I just want to be,
It's always gonna be a piece of you that's
monogamy
missing,
and
man.
missionary only and all that weird stuff.
She
Yeah.
said she repented, and all
I
of
don't-
that
I don't
is
buy any
water
of that
under
shit.
the bridge.
I don't buy any of that
She
shit.
said she bought a new coochie and everything. You can't tag her with nothing.
But you may not be able to tag her nuts. You could put her foot in her ass and send her out the door. And I'm not like personally. I'm not being around any repentant people. Like I'm an atheist. Like I don't buy any of that bullshit.
Mm.
So that's like a no go there. So
Well, maybe she just did it for her own spiritual reasons, where she just
then just
said, "That's too much on my system. I need to let that go and become a new person because that lifestyle was really making me empty."
then find a person that's in the same place.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
A reformed,
A reformed sexual monster.
deviant.
Deviant. You like that? Sound very clinical on
Mhm.
your part. But I think that's the thing. And maybe you guys unite and bond over being repentant characters.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a
Keep
bad
each
match.
other straight,
Literally.
No sword fights anymore,
Sword fights. No sword fights. Oh, that's great. That's great.
hilarious.
No, I think it's weird on her part. I agree. But the women were overwhelming. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It don't take much to get a go girl if you're a girl.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I guess that's
I wonder
good.
how those women would feel if a man said, "I used to eat coochie, but I feel like that defiles my body, so I ain't doing it no more."
They'd be
Would
upset.
they be
Hell yeah.
the same energy in the comments?
Absolutely.
I'm surprised at how many women don't care for that, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that don't care for that.
I
But-
think the reason why a lot of women don't care for that
Because
is
men don't know how to do it.
that and Some of y'all mouths be messed up and be knocking women's pH balance off. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all need a good relationship with antibacterial whatever. But definitely stop messing with these ladies' vajayjays and setting them on fire with your mouth.
That sounded a little close to home.
Hold on. We lagging hard anyway, so fuck it. I had a homeboy, man. I had a homeboy, and his shit was fucked up, man. Like I'm talking about some of the worst breath you ever.
Oh, for real.
And his girl was fucked up, but he got a lot of women. And I always wondered, you know what I mean? You can't ask them. I always wondered, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, some women, but why would you, if you say, okay, like if you, you know, don't do that, don't give me head or whatever, but we can do everything else. But it's like, you know, why would you still deal with a guy with all of that? You know what I mean? Well, I could see if you take him and then you want to fix him up, take him to your dentist and do this and that. Okay, all right, but like, you know.
Well, I guess I would ask this: in your experience or through friends, like have you or they been with a man who is not good at eating coochie and it still worked out to be a good long-term relationship?
No.
That's kind of my point. I think if like you may tolerate it for a little while, but
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day it just won't work.
Yeah.
What about like but like they said you can teach somebody to do stuff like that.
Yeah, but people really have to be willing to learn. And honestly,
Yeah,
they
men are
have
less
to
willing to
like
learn.
to do it. That's a part of it. Just like for
See, I
for
disagree
men.
with that for women.
Oh,
What's
I
up,
feel
Bubba?
like
What do you mean?
he'd have to like to do it
I don't
in
think a
order to
woman-
be willing.
I don't think a woman has to like to do it. A woman doesn't have to like to do it for me.
That's strange.
So you haven't experienced any
just
difference
have to do it.
between
There's
Nah,
a difference.
somebody.
I don't
that-
need it to be good. But I understand women.
But are
need
you
it
going to
to
go
be good.
back for it over and over again if it's not good?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Really?
I don't mind.
That's a strange take.
I don't mind. I mean, like, you know, when I mean, I'm not saying like
There are-
bad, like a bunch of
No.
teeth. and all that. I'm
it's
just
not-
talking
but-
about
no,
like
but okay. So like
just somebody that don't
to
know what
her
they're doing.
point, like if the person's just not enthusiastic of it, if they treat it like a chore
Yeah,
Right.
that they have to do, like
Yeah.
that's not a turn on. That's kind of
it ain't a
like
turn on, but it's like
So then that is okay.
Actually,
so
it
then
is
you
kind of a
be
turn on to
Numb to the people. Excuse me. Like there's got to be some kind of Pacific Rim shit going on when you about to get into a moment where
What's
you're
a
in
Pacific?
sync.
What's a Pacific Rim
Instinct-
reference going on?
Oh, like when you're in sync with someone, like for
It's
the
called
robots.
Pacific Rim.
Well, that's the movie
Okay.
where they were doing the shit.
Okay, I missed
I
that.
was
I
one.
thought
definitely-
of another rim, and I was like, no, we're not doing
No,
that.
you know the movie with the robots, and you had to have the two people in there.
I didn't
and
actually
they had
watch
to
the
be on
movie.
it.
That's a
Oh,
good
okay.
reference. It's a good bar.
No, I like it.
If you was a rapper, that's a good
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Well done. Yeah,
Okay.
I respect it even though I
But
didn't
for
see the
you to
movie.
be so out of tune where you don't even pick up or get any difference on your end when a person clearly doesn't like doing what they're doing.
I didn't say that I don't see a difference. I mean, like, I just don't care. I guess for me, I do get it's a little turn on in it for me too, in there.
But
Because it's like I'm getting somebody to do something they don't want to do.
first.
Oh, that's why you're cool
That's like
with
anal.
It. That's why you're cool with it.
Huh?
It's a domination kind of like thing.
Something like that.
Bubba's a
Oh.
domination.
I'm a dom.
Oh.
Hey, what's up with I
Where's
got
the
tear?
pleather and
I
the
got teeth.
latex?
Wow, we uncovered. Well done.
She came full
We
circle.
had you on here for a reason. We finally figured it out.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
yeah, you're gonna suck this dick and you're not gonna like it, and I'm gonna love it.
No,
And
but
that's horrible.
that is bad. But no, but that's my point. Like maybe one or two times, like just the fact that it could be like whatever. But if the person's just consistently not interested over time, you're not gonna want to go back. to them.
But in my experience, like a woman can get better with it, and they do, and they have.
But no,
but
only if they want to. That's my point.
But like, I like my girlfriend in Atlanta, like you said, she didn't want to do it, but she like that led to her not
Do you
doing
have a
it.
girlfriend in Houston as well?
Yeah, that's my point.
Oh.
Like you don't want it to be like.
I never lived in Houston.
Very
That was,
sneaky.
that was
He just travels there frequently.
oh my god.
Oh, where you at? I'm in Houston.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
You guys are terrible.
No. I just think like if somebody's just like if they're not into it, it's
Yeah.
like
My problem is not doing it. Not like not doing it is that's it for me. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it,
But
yeah.
but not wanting to do it but still doing it, I find solace in that.
you can find solace, but you're not going to find satisfaction
I got you.
because eventually they'll turn into the one that's not doing.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. But I still feel like I'm here though. Like I'm here.
There's many ports to dock your boat.
If I'm here and I haven't left, we're good. I'm just gonna go elsewhere to get my fix.
Okay, I got you.
If that's the case.
Sid, do you have any interesting fixes?
No.
Not at all.
I'm pretty plain Jane. I don't
For
know.
real?
I don't know.
No threesomes. No.
Hell
Fixes.
no. I'm not mature enough for none of that.
You're not mature enough.
Hell no.
You'll be laughing.
Probably laughing and cussing people out.
Really?
Feeling like my world is over.
That's dramatic.
It's very dramatic. I am dramatic.
I guess so.
Pink, did you see this? This
I don't know what's up there yet.
this soccer star, man, this Costa Rican soccer star.
Yeah, I saw a little something about it.
Yeah, he engaged. He popped the question to the girl. She accepted, but then a couple of days later, she whatever, she took
I
it back.
really appreciated her profile picture.
You saw this?
No, I just
Oh,
saw the angle.
Oh yeah, she got some
Yeah,
ass
that
now. That's
was
what you're talking
nice.
about. Yeah.
That was
She looked
very
good. She looked
nice.
good.
You're a big ladies' ass girl.
I can observe and report.
Not that you into it, but you can observe and
You
report.
can do more if you want to.
Stay out the no zones.
Oh, that's funny. I did see that.
I
but
went to Costa Rica a
didn't-
couple times. They look like that too.
I didn't
All
see
of
the
them look like that.
backstory of like why it went south.
She when I read further into it, and this is why I brought it up, because I do feel like when you at these big ass events and games and stuff like that, and the men, that's like it's a popular thing to do, to propose to your girl at these things.
Yeah.
You put that girl in a tough. I know most men are like, she's been waiting on this. She's gonna say yes, but let me, spice it up and do this thing. But there's a lot of women like her, like she just wasn't ready, or he not one, maybe, you know what I mean?
No.
She's just there for the money
I
and the
totally
thing.
agree. If the and obviously doing a soccer stadium is pretty high. But
Yeah.
if you did it in like in a restaurant, if you
Yeah.
did it in front of like a significant chunk of family, there's a weird pressure that's
It's
there
a pressure,
to,
man.
to say yes and be agreeable in the moment.
Because you don't want to be the bitch. And be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah. No, for
and
sure,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
And
No, I
now
agree.
you're not a crowd booing.
I would think that probably happens more often than we think
right?
across all spectrums of life.
Would you feel pressure to say yes? I'm saying if you wasn't really
Yeah, to
feeling a
save
guy
his
like
ego,
that.
I wouldn't tell him no in that moment. That would definitely have to wait for a conversation in the back. I wouldn't have the stomach to be like no in front of everybody.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I
Yeah,
know
I think
that would
that's
do
big, yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
You might not have a ride.
And then also you can spin it any kind of way on the back end as long as
Yeah.
I break up
yeah.
on the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what
So,
she did.
Yeah.
So it's still hopeful. I'm just not right now.
Yeah.
No, he's a fool. Okay. I'm firm on this though. If you propose to a person,
Yeah.
and they decline, that you got to take that as a permanent thing.
No matter how.
No?
Yeah.
What if you're proposing at a station in your life that you're not really ready for that, and that person knows you're not really ready for that level of commitment, and take that as an end all be all?
Because I'm not like a believer in that readiness thing like that. I think that life gives you opportunities and you just have to rise to them if that's what you're going to do. I don't think if you wait to be ready to do anything, if you wait to be ready to start a business, if you wait to be ready to get married, if you wait to be ready to be a parent, just life doesn't work that way. You'll spend your whole life waiting for shit to happen that will never happen. I think you have to be more of a positive actor. And when you're proposing to somebody, if you're gonna go down that route, it is like you are going out on the edge with this person. I trust you enough that we're gonna figure this out. And if you say no, like, I need to move on. I can't worry about you coming back 3-4 days later, 6 months later. Say, oh, I meant to say yes. Like, no.
But Bo moved for her though, right? He's a soccer player making some good
He's
money.
in Costa Rica, bro.
Oh, he's not making. I mean,
He's not in a major club.
oh, okay. That's what I need you for, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. What we talking there?
Well, I mean, he ain't at Real Madrid or anything like that.
He's probably what, over $1 million. I'm asking, not telling.
No. I
No?
mean, he could be making $4,000 a month.
Okay.
Good. I mean,
Good.
maybe
Yeah,
it's
we
more.
don't know, but
No,
right.
he's
right.
not that.
But
he
he's not
is
in a major club.
At a large club.
Got you.
If I don't know your name, you are not at a major club.
Okay. Okay.
Pink said he is the standard.
When it comes to soccer now, he knows the
You're
shit.
damn right I am.
So I go with what Pink says on the soccer stuff.
Yeah.
All right. What else do I have here? Oh, let's get to my top 5 list.
Of bodacious baddies.
Bodacious. You got some words here.
Yeah.
You got some words
That's
here.
why we like
I
having you
consulted
around.
ChatGPT before I came
Really?
in.
Did you? Sitting in your car out there?
What's a good comeback?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
I have to save it.
No, you can't.
I have to because I could tell y'all off air, but we got some bad lagging issues.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some bad lagging issues. So I need to. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. It's in and out right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's do it, and if it messes up, I'll do it again.
We'll recircle it.
Who cares? All right. Top 5 baddies. Top 5 most beautiful black women in the entertainment industry. I think I like that one.
In the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Does
So that could be
include- does that-
music, movies.
Porn?
It could be porn.
They are celebrities.
be
Respect their art.
But-
They're banned in Florida.
and this is of all time. Now,
But Twitter still got our back.
I gotta use a VPN, man.
VP.
What's your preferred porn?
It's a secret.
It can't be a secret.
I gotta stick with the category ebony.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's not a
Ebony.
big secret. Come on.
There you go.
It's mine too, though.
Okay.
I like Ebony Orgy. All right.
Gang bangs.
All right, now editor, please add this in, as this is an impossible task. I understand that is you're going to leave a bunch of people out. This is my list. That's just a slew of all black women are beautiful and gorgeous. Okay, so make sure you add that in, editor, please. All right, so this is my list. Now this is my honorable mentions. I left a lot of the ones that we know, like Beyonce, Rihanna. You know, I left them 2 off of my list, but they, whatever. Gabrielle Union, she used to be on my top 5, but when I found out she was eating Dwayne Wade ass, she flew off my list with a quickness. I just do not tolerate foolishness like that. And
How about if you found that out after you kissed her?
oh, not good. And then speaking of not good, Megan Good is in my honorable mention. And then also Dorothy Dandridge, okay?
Got to the
I gotta go
archives.
old
Wow.
school.
You got to dig her up.
She was beautiful, man. She was a
Back
looker.
with Technicolor. Okay. What?
Now to my top 5 list, coming in at number 5. I had to add some old school and some new school. You know what I'm saying? And number 5 is a new school. Reginae Carter. All right, Lil Wayne daughter. That's what I call her.
Is she in entertainment?
Yeah, she's in entertainment.
What does she do?
She acts. She has a podcast, and that's the one thing I have about it. And also, damn, I forgot to mention this at the top. But it's not just about how you look, but it's about your vibe. It's a baddie. It's about your vibe, how you look, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like for example, I didn't add Megan Thee Stallion on here. She's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. But coming in number 5, I have Reginae Carter. Okay, she does that. She acts. She has a podcast. She twerks good. All of that good stuff. She's you could say
all the stuff that Bubba likes.
You could say whatever you want to say about Lil Wayne. And you got Russell talking about he don't talk about nothing. You can say whatever you want to say. But I will not take any bad comments on Reginae. She's fine as can come.
Is she of age?
She is of age. She's well of age.
She is beautiful.
She's well of age and she's beautiful.
And she's shaped nice.
She's.
I don't know nothing about her personality though.
Okay.
She has a really good personality. You can listen to an hour of her podcast without turning it to something else.
Really?
That's cool.
It's a big statement.
It is. All right. Coming in at number 4, I have Coco Jones, another new school.
Yeah,
okay.
she's
Like her.
beautiful.
Coco is I like her acting. She sings well. She's multi-talented. She acts really well. She can act.
On what though?
She's on that Fresh Prince show.
Yeah, that ain't good acting.
That's good acting.
No, it's not.
What is it?
That's low tier acting.
That's mid-tier acting.
Low.
It's not low.
That's low.
You haven't
tier
seen
acting. I've watched every episode of that.
No, I'm
shit.
saying you haven't seen what's the singer? God damn it! You watch the power shows.
Oh, I know who you're talking
The sing-
about. Yeah, the singer from
No, I'm talking about the older singer. Mary
Yeah.
J. You haven't seen Mary J. Blige act. That's low tier.
No.
That's
See,
low tier
see,
acting.
we're not okay. I'm not.
she was,
I'm not saying. Okay, let's be clear here. I'm not saying like she's the worst actress ever.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that show that I've seen every episode.
Yeah.
She's not giving a lot as an actress. There's not a lot to like make me believe she can handle a real big role
Okay.
in a bigger project. She's adequate, like fits that level of acting fine, but unless there's something I've missed that she's done that's really good, she's not a good actress.
She's a baby in the
She
acting world.
started-
I
Tiana
think that's
Taylor
enough.
started
I
off
think
rough,
that's good enough to start now. I mean, everybody don't have to be Will Smith smashing gay men in their first major movie. Like that was major. Like that was. It took a lot of skill.
A for effort, A for anal.
It took a lot of skill. Everybody's not like that in
But
their first.
apparently that wasn't much of a stretch for him.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. I've heard the stories. But Coco, I mean, she's beautiful, man. She's beautiful. She has a nice vibe. I mean,
she doesn't do a thing for me.
She doesn't.
Nah.
Too slim for you.
No, just her face just doesn't really.
oh, she's so pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty.
In a very like just generic way,
Okay,
not in like a sexually charged way.
that's fair. Now coming in number 3, this person should do a lot for you, and that's Pam Grier. Pam Grier.
I was a child.
It doesn't matter about a child. I was not born. Where
I
she's
would have
fine.
to look up Pam Grier.
Pam
in
is she's
2026, how she
up there.
look.
That's one of her pictures in that
She's
bottom
one
right.
Of one of the classic like blaxploitation actors.
Oh.
Bottom right. She was in a,
You want to know what
a
I
ton of
was
movies.
thinking about, and I forgot the topic was. I was
you
thinking
think?
about Pamela Anderson.
Oh, no.
Oh,
She's a
But
wrong-
yes, Pam
wrong
Grier.
color.
Yes, Pam Grier.
I
is
feel like that's like
amazing.
the equivalent of a lifetime achievement award.
Pam Grier is fine.
Yeah,
She was fine,
really
and
pretty
she
fine.
was a really damn good actress.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the movies.
Yeah,
She's damn
a
good
lot of
actress.
accolades. I'm just, but like,
She was fine.
we just didn't connect in the same time period. It just was like,
Oh God, you don't got to be in the same time period to know a person is fine
She
or
was
not.
still
but no, but
fine.
you're saying top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
And like to me, if I'm talking people in the top, it's got to be like I actually like, you know, like
Sexualize this person.
you said
I know where you're going.
You said not me.
I know where you're going. Well, I know you sexualized my number 2, if nobody else, and that's Halle Berry.
That she was my number
Halle
one.
Berry.
She was my number one. She was my number one for decades. So yeah, she's in my top 5.
Halle
for
Berry is
sure.
as fine as
She's not
fine can come.
marrying somebody. Didn't she just get remarried?
Some weird dude, man.
Probably
yeah,
so.
she just
She,
got
she's
remarried.
she's done a bad job with the dudes.
Yeah, not that well from what I know.
Got beat up by Christopher Williams, mediocre R&B guy, Dave Justice from the Atlanta Braves.
Oh man, you get beat up by a mediocre guy. That's
Yeah,
for you being Halle Berry. I'm talking about.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's terrible. But yeah, another person just as fine as she could be. She was, in every single man's mouth at one time. Not literally, but figuratively. Every man
What are
said
you
something about
saying?
Halle Berry, like
Oh, said something.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
I
you know,
did.
I feel like every man.
I have a
on the
different
planet.
definition of in the mouth.
I said not literally. All right. Now, coming in at number 1. This is non-negotiable. It is my list. Tim's is just the finest woman I've ever seen
Everybody loves Tim.
in my entire life.
Yeah.
Until Tim's, like when I was growing up, there was a rap lyric I never fucking understood, and it was by Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls said he saw a woman so fine would suck her daddy thing.
And that is gay.
I never understood that.
But now he does.
that was a god awful lyric. I never understood. I was growing up as a kid. I was like, what is he talking about? Man, I can't listen to more Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, I don't care to want to have anything to do with that lyric.
I couldn't fight the dragon first. Like, what do I?
But Tim's is that fine, man. Tim's is fine.
She's so fine you turn gay.
Say all that. I'm just telling you.
You said it. You said it without saying it.
I ain't saying, man.
You said it without saying it. Literally, what else are we supposed to take from it?
You take what you want to take from it.
We took
That was very provocative.
that you just came bounding out of the closet.
No, I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, man. That's how fine Tim is.
She does have a lot of men in the chokehold, though. I ain't even gonna post
that's
him
all
for
good.
that.
Yeah, so that's that is my top 5. I got Reginae, number 5, Lil Wayne daughter. Number 4 is Coco Jones. 3 is Pam Grier. 2 is Halle Berry. 1 is Tim's. Again, I left off the Beyonces and the Rihannas and all of that. I feel like that was a little too easy.
A little too easy.
And honestly, I'm not the
degree
biggest
of
Beyonce
difficulty.
fan, I'm Beyonce is fine. But
I'm
just
not the biggest
I'm not the
Beyonce
biggest
fan.
Beyonce guy,
Just her
Rihanna
whole
is flawless as
career.
well. I love Rihanna too.
Yeah.
Rihanna is flawless.
I think Rihanna is horribly overrated.
You think so?
If you just look at her as a physical specimen, I don't think there's a lot there.
Not as a physical specimen.
That's how I just said.
You know.
That's what I said though. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like
like
if you take away the singing and whatever, it's like
she's
it's just
pretty. She's really
Yeah,
pretty.
she's pretty.
pretty, but not this.
Yeah,
This is another category.
yeah,
You know.
Well, she is different than Pam Grier fine. I will say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pam Grier had a lot of sex appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I understand what you're saying about Coco. Coco doesn't have a lot of sex appeal. Coco's like, yeah, she's pretty.
Very
she's
vanilla. Very vanilla.
cute.
Yeah.
I probably could have.
You
I don't think a lot of
she's-
people are gonna
You
like
think she's
that.
vanilla in the bed too, or do you think she's got a trick or two?
No, I think she got a trick or two.
For real?
Yeah, I can see that from Coco.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you think? her
I don't
trick
listen to a
is?
lot of her music though. Is her music good? Do you listen to her music?
I haven't listened
No, I
to
don't.
her.
Oh no,
As far as female singers go, after Whitney,
I heard
Houston,
she's
it gets
good.
a little slim.
you said after who?
Whitney Houston gets
Oh,
a
okay.
little slim. for me.
But I heard she's good. I heard she's.
Yeah,
She
I've heard
has
a
a
couple
good-
songs.
She has a good voice.
Okay.
For me, she
Yeah.
can't sell a song. Same with her acting, with her sex
So
appeal
it falls in
and her
line
voice.
with- okay.
She's an empty suit.
Yeah.
She's the Justin Herbert of
That's tough.
back
B.
female baddies.
That's tough. You're calling it early.
And I do. That's my
yeah,
thing.
I know.
I don't even know who that is.
He's
the Coco Jones of football.
Yeah.
Oh, football.
No, what I'm saying is it all kind of looks like it should work,
Mm-hmm.
but there's just
doesn't.
something a
Something
little
missing.
off that just doesn't make it come together.
So you don't think she's going to ascend to like this
Not
top
any-
elite level
Not it. No.
in acting or music?
Right.
And that's a fair take.
She might be just like a Keisha Cole,
Yeah.
where she'll come out with something and people gravitate to it, but as far as
Staying
consistency,
consistently, yeah.
it's not going.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think Blu-ray is going to beat me up about this list. I should have had somebody else for Coco.
Who's Blu-rays?
I don't know, but he has a problem with all of my top 5.
Just on principle.
Just on
He's
principle.
got-
Yeah.
That's funny.
What did I have here? Who? What are our name that I should have added to the list? Anybody
You
comes
know,
to mind?
as we're talking this through, like I'm drawing a
You were
blank.
drawing blanks.
I like Gabrielle Union. I like
Yeah.
her. Like just she's cute. She has a good
No,
energy
Gabrielle,
to her or
yeah,
whatever.
Gabrielle is. I joke about the D-Wade thing,
But
but
she's
she was in my
another
honorable
vanilla
mention.
looking person. She doesn't have any sex appeal to me.
She doesn't have she doesn't have like a great body.
I think she passes the vibe check by 1,000.
No, but her it's more vibes than pure
Yeah.
tools.
Like I could see myself just having fun hanging out with her.
Disagree?
Like I
You
think
think
she's a fun
so?
hang. I think Gabrielle is a fun hang. Yeah, I do.
Mm.
You think she's a dud to be around?
No, I don't know enough about her, but keep my comments to myself when it comes to her.
Why?
Because I don't know too much about her.
But she gives you a bad vibe?
Yeah.
How so, though?
Just a couple of things that I found out when her book dropped in the media, how she handled his outside kid and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then by the time I got the information, maybe it's been tossed and flipped because I'm not reading her book.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I do feel like if you take a man back after he's had a child outside of you, then you're taking everything that he did back. It's not a, well, I didn't make that baby, so y'all stay over there. It's a,
Oh, so she hasn't welcomed that kid into the family.
like
At least
that's
at
my
that time.
perception
At that time,
of
she-
that
I see what
time.
you're
She
saying.
had not, and when
Yeah.
women do that, I understand that man broke your trust, but he still created a baby, and yes, that woman knew about you, but the baby didn't.
Right.
And honestly, that's not common from women. I think it's more common that men do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Men
have
do what?
issues with.
I know multiple women that have said keep that child over.
Oh, yeah?
there. Yeah.
Oh, wow. But
so
have you known any women that have embraced the child?
embracing an outside child, I haven't seen that yet because I haven't seen the outside child dynamic being welcomed in.
Well, but see, that's the thing. Then her behavior is consistent with the masses.
Yeah.
It would be a real outlier for her to go the other way.
Well, I mean, we watched Fences. She raised that baby.
All right.
But you know,
Francis it is.
and you know, I know that there's probably more women out there that just accept that too. But it's something about leaving a child outside. I think Snoop Dogg's wife did that to a baby that he had on her. But I just feel like once you take the man back, you accept it.
No, 100%.
I see where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
I do think though that women are exceptionally petty, and if you're gonna take the man back, like one of your easiest ways to remain petty is to exclude that child.
Just exclude the
Yeah.
child.
It's like it's the low hanging fruit of petty.
Yeah.
Now, give me a
in that-
name or
in
two.
that dynamic.
Of fine women? I don't know.
This is really tough
It's
if you
hard
haven't
on the
thought about it.
spot.
Yeah, if you haven't thought about it.
Because you're thinking, and it's like you're like, I don't
Like,
know.
did I scroll and see anything today?
What am I seeing here? That's too funny.
I think
Regina Hall for me.
Regina Hall.
that's
Okay.
a good
Yeah.
one.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good
Yeah.
one.
I like Regina.
That's a good one.
I
she's
noted you
weird.
left Whoopi Goldberg out.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Whoopi go. You know, some people start off looking rough, and as they age, they look better.
She looks.
I
yeah.
think she looks a whole lot. 2026 Whoopi looks a lot better than Color Purple
Yeah.
Whoopi. And
Fair
I
enough.
think she's just one of those people that mature
Late bloomer.
and look better. Yeah,
Late bloomer.
Whoopi or Wendy Williams.
Whoopi. Wendy got a little
Definitely
bit.
I
too
think
many.
after some of your revelations, it'd be Wendy Williams.
That is Biggie Smalls' revelation. Is not mine. Man.
Never use that again. Yeah, it's never safe.
Forget
It's
that
not
line.
safe.
You know,
He barely
after
passed.
all the Diddy stuff, that line didn't resurface. I thought that was interesting. That it didn't resurface, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I know he said it as a joke. It was just I just wouldn't have put that there in that song. But
You know, I know I've seen this, but like I cannot put it on like a specific person. But a black woman with a British accent is a real turn on for me.
on.
Like a black
No,
woman with a
I
British,
didn't hear you.
British accent.
Okay.
That, but I can't pinpoint. Nobody's like actress or anything's jumping to like.
Oh, into your brain.
I can
right
put
now.
that, but
Yeah.
But trying to think.
Yeah, I'm still trying to go through my little shows.
I
I
know-
want
I
to
know
say,
one.
what's her name? She had that show with the short hair. She was the executive producer.
Is
and
Chloe
she was
Bailey
on it.
black?
Chloe
Right.
Bailey is black.
Who's Corey?
Chloe
A lot of
Bailey
people
is
like Chloe
pretty.
Bailey.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is pretty, but she's just not top
who's she?
five.
Where's
She's a
been
young. She's a young actress, right? Is what she do?
She sings.
She sings and
Oh.
acts a little bit.
Didn't
She's
she
newer.
do the real version of Little Mermaid?
I think that's her. Yeah.
Oh, we talked
That's her.
about that a long time
Yeah,
ago
yeah,
on the
we
show.
did.
Okay.
That's her.
Yeah, I don't wouldn't be
know.
able to pick her out of a lineup.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just can't pick her out of a lineup.
Hold on, I got one more topic here, and that is money man Floyd Mayweather.
Coming out
Right.
of retirement.
So Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement. People are saying he's not people. All reports are saying that he's broke, and that's the reason why he's coming out of retirement. He owes a lot of money to a lot of people, and we're talking about millions and millions and millions and millions. So the first fight had already been announced about a month ago or so that he's going to come out and fight Tyson. And I guess when that didn't pick up enough steam, got the Pacquiao fight. It's going to be another fight, another rematch, I guess you could say.
And why is that compelling? Like he already waited for Pacquiao to deteriorate and fought him once, and it wasn't a great fight.
Yeah.
So why do we want to put another 8 years on these guys and run it back?
I think that's
insane.
It's compelling because we're in the age right now where these type of fights make a lot of money.
Exhibition matches.
Yeah. So you can't let Jake Paul come in and steal all the money. If it's money to be made,
this is not going to make money.
I think it's going
is
to make a
like-
ton of money.
This is like the Temptations going on tour now.
Yeah, it's like
It's not like
we all go through this,
It
but
is.
the boxers go through a season where all of the fans know, oh, he's just fighting to get a paycheck. They did it to Holyfield,
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis. Like once they out of their prime and then they coming back, it's
Yeah.
like, dang, all right, let's just pay our little money to help this man out,
So you're saying, big facts on that. But you're saying, so Jake Paul his celebrity carried those fights into the millions and millions of dollars that it earned.
Yes.
And that they don't have that piece of that in this Floyd Pacquiao thing, so that's why.
Sadly,
it may
they
not
don't.
Yeah.
And I don't
has
like anything Jake Paul does, but and again, I don't consume the product.
Yeah.
I don't watch his stuff. But what you have with Jake Paul is the way the setup is, I'm obnoxious Jake Paul and there's going to be a fighter here. I mean, the setup is what
He's
is
the heel.
the setup is Anthony Joshua. Like for all these fights, you wanted that dude to get his ass beat.
Yeah.
You do obnoxious stuff, you take your steroids, you do these hand-picked fights, and you basically win the majority of them and keep making money. And I just want to one time watch you get killed.
Because now Jake can't come back for another fight, right?
I mean, he probably will, but like to me, like the suspense of what that was all about has come to fruition. You got clobbered.
Yeah.
You got your jaw broke. You are a fraud. I don't know what this, and part of the other thing you got to look at with the Jake Paul is, all of his fights are, there's an element of, well, what does this look like? He's fighting an MMA guy. He's
A
fighting
basketball player.
he's fighting a
Non-traditional.
professional guy that he's much bigger than. He's fighting a guy, whatever. These two men have already fought.
Yeah.
We know what it looked like
Yeah, there's no surprise.
8 years ago. And there's no way in hell it's going to look any better than that did then. Because they're both older, slower, less fit. Everything's worse. And it wasn't like an iconic fight. It was a fighting from a promotional standpoint. But the fight itself was not extraordinary.
No.
And now you're going to run that back with everybody 7, 8 years older.
Yeah.
Which one you think would do better? Because the both fights are going to happen. So the Mayweather Tyson or Mayweather Pacquiao.
The Tyson for sure.
You think so?
Because it has the element of what are we looking at? We have two guys with vastly different body
Heavyweight.
types
One's
and
a
whatever.
brawler and one's a technical.
But
fighter.
one guy's going to go in there at probably 230 pounds. The other guy's going to go in there at 107. Just the oddity and the unknown of what happens when you have this, almost like a train wreck. It's like, what happens when you have this? But two guys that have grown up as, essentially sort of rivals, similar weight, and have already fought, there's no mystery.
I think it would have worked out better if Tyson didn't give his first fight to Jake Paul.
100%, agree.
Yeah.
Agree with you.
If he wouldn't have ran to Jake Paul first and then maybe gave Mayweather an opportunity, I think I would be more ready for
That's a
that.
great
But he
point.
blew it when he went to Jake Paul.
And
like
we
he
know what he
blew
looks
the
like.
whole legacy
Yeah,
for me.
that's a great point. I agree completely. And the truth be told, I'm not watching any of this.
I know you're not.
I don't
yeah.
give a damn. Like
Yeah.
I'll watch, and I'm totally content with Bud Crawford retiring.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with it. But his last two fights, I was totally into watching.
Yeah.
To me, it's a prime guy in the peak of his powers. I'm here for that. I'm not here for the fucking over the hill gang.
Yeah, I think, and maybe for Mayweather, maybe a better opportunity instead of going to Tyson would be him.
Oh no,
Because they're both
Yeah, he
technical
can't.
fighters.
They talked about that too, but it's like
No,
he just hasn't been in the ring for so long. He can't do that.
Yeah.
And Bud is not going to fuck around. Like he's not.
Yeah.
There's no under the table deal there. Like,
Yeah.
He said, "You get in this ring, I'm going to whoop your ass." Mr. Mayweather. I
That's
just
it.
want to
That's the
let
way-
you know, Chip.
That's it.
And that's another thing. The Tyson thing is going to be like it's going to be a play date.
Mm-hmm.
But also that is just a true exhibition. And in this first, it's actually coming up. It's going to be this summer, and then that's supposed to lead to the big fight. So that's why I was surprised when you said you think the Tyson one might do better, because they're like he's coming out of retirement for the Pacquiao fight. For the Tyson fight, he's still going to be technically retired. It's not going to count, or whatever. Then the Pacquiao fight, he's coming out of retirement. It's going to count on his record. If he loses, he won't be undefeated anymore. Like they're going to play that up.
They will play that up, and the stupid people will follow. I get it. But just from like a spectacle, it's
Just
more
a spectacle,
compelling
yeah,
to
yeah.
see. Oh,
Yeah.
what does it look like when you're fighting?
And
Tyson?
I agree with that. Yeah.
And if Tyson's not pulling punches like he did with Jake Paul, what are we looking at?
yeah.
You know. But
What y'all think about Clarissa DeZern?
Clarissa just yeah. I just never been a woman boxer type of watcher, man. Ever.
I do not like women fighting.
Even
of
when
any
who was that?
kinds.
Ali.
Except maybe erotic fighting.
Oh, when they got the bubbles and they slide
got no
everywhere.
drawers on. And,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just a terrible man. Because I think most women's sports would be better like that, and so I keep my
That's
comments to myself.
horrible.
Like I think the WNBA would be through the roof if they did the lingerie basketball, like the
Why
football.
do women have to be?
I know. I
objectified
said I'm a
like
terrible
that?
man. What do you want me to do?
And you know what? I see those videos of those basketball games and those football games. And I
Yeah.
be like, they ass out.
Yeah,
so-
that
oh
would
my
work for the
God.
WNBA.
I don't, there's just something. So my first thing, it was more when I fights when the women are fighting. When the women come in the ring, you're first off like sizing them up sexually. You're like, would I want to bang this person or not?
Oh, that's how men view. No.
Just giving you some.
Like first,
Just
she
give me
came
some
out with
insight.
a fucker, yes
Behind
or
it.
no.
That's who I'm picking to win.
That's who's winning.
Shit, I'm taking you behind the curtain right now. So, but then when they get all whooped up, it looks horrible. Like I don't want to see
Yeah.
this. I don't want to see a woman's face look like this.
I do wonder about how long does
I
it take
don't-
to get back
Better
to normal.
to get back to normal. Yeah, I don't like any of that. And then there's another thing, and I did not watch the fight, but I saw there's a lot of like pre-fight stuff, and I noticed it with Ronda Rousey in MMA when she was supposed to be the
She
person.
was the
Like, and of course she's supposed to be a person now. They have this like weird, like fake bravado energy.
like a
I
wrestler.
think that's real.
That's stupid.
No,
but
I think that's real. Because I didn't see that in Layla Ali.
No, she was different.
She was different, and that may be because she had the legacy of her father to help her out.
But
But
what
there's
do you mean
other.
what do you mean it's real though? 'Cause
I think they're
like,
cocky ass people in real life.
to me it comes off as inauthentic. It comes off as like fake energy, Maybe it's masking insecurity of the outcome of the fight. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's just you feel like this is what
I'm
a
supposed to
fighter's
do.
supposed to act like.
No.
It does not feel authentic at all.
With Ronda Rousey, I felt like all of that was authentic until she kept on getting her ass beat.
No, see,
I think for
the
Clarissa-
first time I watched her fight was her first loss.
Okay.
But I watched the pre-fight stuff, and I'm looking at it from this perspective. I haven't actually seen you fight, but you're supposed to be world champion. You're supposed to be.
Oh, she was busting heads.
No. But here's my point. You're supposed to be this.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing in the face of your opponent, acting like you're acting tough, but it's coming across as you're acting insecure, and then come to find out 2 days later you get beat. Like, it just was a weird energy. And I kind of felt the same when I was watching the Clarissa stuff before this most recent fight. It just seems phony.
I don't think it's phony. I think it's women just really being delusional in a sense.
Well, for me, delusional and phony are the same.
Oh, okay. But it's authentically
I say that.
them saying that.
It feels off if it's based in delusion.
Yeah, so for Clarissa, for example, everything that she's done in the media leading up to this fight, and I don't even know if it is even before the fight was in the works with Discern, but she is arrogant. I feel like she's a monster when it comes to her personality and how she treats people around her and the people that come before her. And that's the same energy that Ronda Rousey got. And Ronda Rousey was received benefit for acting like that. She got to be in movies when she was on top.
Well, but see, that's part of it where it comes off as fake. Where if I'm gonna have this outsized faux confidence, brash personality, so that it's essentially a marketing tool, that's not real to me. Like, you are making a marketing move. You are trying to elevate your personal brand. WWE. That's what to me. That's what it just does not feel authentic.
But I will say, I think that's more of Clarissa than it's not. And I don't even watch any of the pre-fights or the fights. I haven't watched one Clarissa fight, but I watch a lot with her and like Papoose because I'm a Papoose fan.
That's her.
And people clown him a lot because he likes these rough women. Because Remy was rough too. Remy whooped a lot of niggas' ass.
It's not, but
Remy.
Remy is fine. Remy is sexy.
It's not about being rough or being a good boxer.
No. I'm with you. I was just adding that as a side point.
But I think that almost gives it credibility.
Yeah.
But it's just not. She just seems like a fraud.
I think they're all hurt little girls inside.
That's
and whatever they needed to do to protect that little girl, especially in the industry that both of those women in, they were going to do it, right? Yeah. And if you're in a male-dominated industry anyway, that comes with all of that. Okay, I got to push up the bravado and stuff. So I'm not going to negate that some of it may be extra, but I really feel like these were delusional women before they even got into boxing.
I agree.
That delusion was fed through boxing until it popped.
Let me ask y'all this.
But to circle back, that's a large reason why I don't like women's sports. Because of just how that whole dynamic feels.
It still fits into my question. If you had a girl, whether it's your daughter, a friend of a friend or whatever, she's athletic, she's young, she's in high school, what sport do you push her towards? If she wants to be in sports, she's a girl, but she's athletic enough to where almost any sport she chooses, she'll be near the top of it. Okay? Which sport do you push her to?
Cheerleading.
Oh my God.
Scholarship money. Hey. And you athletic, you could flip, dip, and everything.
I would say selfishly soccer, otherwise like track.
I think track is the answer. I don't know much about women's soccer at all.
I don't think it's great, but I mean, I would enjoy watching soccer. Like, I'm a soccer guy.
That's why they want to put it like as your daughter.
Because
that's why I didn't say that. That's why I just said.
We can never forget like that the women's national team of the U.S. that wins World Cups and this and that got beat 3-1 in Bradenton by a U16 team.
Damn. Not children.
Yeah, children.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's just what it is.
It's what
But
it
they're
is.
younger and faster.
Therein lies the problem.
I have endurance of a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's just what it is, man. I mean, we can't help the
I
truth.
think track may be the answer.
I think track cars are hot.
Track is cool.
Yeah. Not just because they're hot. I'm literally talking about just as a, because it is rough on like professional women's sports. But I'm talking about like, so.
I heard lacrosse was good for scholarship money too.
We're talking like pro money.
Yeah, I know you. Because I heard
I'm
you
stuck
talk
at
about
the
the scholarship, the
college.
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 Pro money. Oh, if I was thinking about pro sports for a girl, then I
Yeah.
think soccer would be.
The money's still not great in it, but like I'd say, like selfishly, I really enjoy the game. That would be a great journey.
Mm-hmm.
But the track and field, if you're a world class track and field,
That's what I'm
I could fuck with that. I mean, the only other thing is like again, if you want to get into the fighting game, which I do not want any kid of mine in fighting. That's just it's not what I want for them. And the basketball, just the WNBA, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could live with if my daughter was good at it, but it's just a weird.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Sid, for coming.
No problem. Thanks for.
We got to get you
inviting
back
me.
in here soon, especially if our editor has issues with a lot of this video.
Oh, okay.
So, appreciate you guys. Till next week.
We're out.
Till next week. Bye.
Oh Jesus!
Listen, man, I hit a